This is the Taylor Wharton dry shipper. This is the outer container that comes in. The lid includes a data logger. The first thing we're going to do is charge it with liquid nitrogen. It has an inner aluminum core. We're going to fill that with liquid nitrogen up to just below the bottom of the aluminum core. We wear protective gloves and safety glasses. This is a hose coming from the liquid nitrogen dewar. Place it inside the shipper and turn on the liquid nitrogen. This is going to fill slowly. Once it's filled, it needs to sit with liquid nitrogen in it for at least 24 hours. We're going to come back a few hours after the initial filling to check the level of the liquid nitrogen. Some of the liquid nitrogen will have been absorbed, and we need to fill again to the original level just below the top of the aluminum core. We may have to do this a couple of times during the 24-hour period. While our liquid nitrogen shipper is charging, we want to pre-chill our packing materials. These are packing pillows. They need to be put in a cryogenic container and soaked in liquid nitrogen. At the end of the 24-hour period, we're going to remove the remaining liquid nitrogen from this shipper. Being careful not to. So the liquid nitrogen can be bailed out with a ladle and dumped into another cryogenic container.
Do not do that.
You need to bail until the inside of the container is dry. The units will be kept cold by the vapor phase of the liquid nitrogen that has absorbed into the lining. Okay, this is our charged shipper. We have ladled out the excess liquid nitrogen. We're now going to weigh it to make sure enough liquid nitrogen was absorbed. The tare weight on this shipper is 41 pounds. It should gain 10 pounds to weigh 51 pounds. We check our scale to make sure it is at least 51 pounds. Now that we've ascertained that our dry shipper is fully charged, we're going to take the temperature using a fluke thermometer to make sure it is minus 150 degrees centigrade or below. We put the probe in the shipper. We place the lid. And check the temperature. Once the shipper has equilibrated at less than minus 150 degrees centigrade, we can pack the shipper with the units. We're going to take our units to be sent out of the freezer. and transport them on dry ice to the vicinity of our shipper. And we'll use our liquid nitrogen soaked pillows to pack with also. I'm now going to pack the dry shipper. Remove the lid. We take care not to damage the bottom of the lid where the sensor is. In here I have my liquid nitrogen soaked pillows. I'm going to place one soaked pillow in the bottom of the shipper. The pad in the bottom of the shipper will help protect the units. I'm now going to put the pre-chilled aluminum rack in the shipper. We're going to place pillows alongside this rack to hold it in place. This is going on the outside of the rack. Place on the left and on the right. The rack is now secure within the shipper. I'm now going to place my units inside the rack. The cassettes are placed within the rack. I will now use more liquid nitrogen soaked pillows, thin pillows, to hold the cassettes securely within the rack. These should be packed gently so as not to press on the units, because we want to be careful not to break the bags. So here's a thin pillow. We may need to use a second thin pillow to keep them secure within the rack. If there's any movement, we can use further liquid nitrogen soaked pillows to keep the units in place. When we're done with this, we'll replace the lid on the shipper.